Wonderful. Let's just see if we can zoom in a little bit. And there we go. Now, we're just going to give it a couple of seconds for people to join us on what is a cooler evening than normal. Bit wet, and it's going to get wetter. So what better place to be in front of an open fire cleaning ancient artifacts. As you can see, we've got an artifact in the vise, and the artifact in question is either one of three things. It's either a jeton, a token, or a button. And I will apologise now if it's a button. However, I am going to show you why I think it could be a button, because there's like a little round circle there, which is where the join could have been and broken off the loop for a button. But then again, I can probably see some decoration over there. So we'll just wait until more people come on. If you are on here for the first time, say hi. You're in good company. We welcome everybody on this channel. And if you are on for the first time, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This one, it is free of charge. You don't have to do anything other than subscribe if you wish. And also, you get a chance to see more of this type of content. That's Jim. Hi, Jim. Hope you're well, sir. The legend himself, Jim. We've got Pauline Brumwell as well on, two of the Team Unearthed guys, which is great news. As you can see, we've got this coin stroke. John Branner, 3. That's a first. All 3 people on at first are all Team Unearthed members. That can't be a bad thing, can it? So we've got quite a lot of interesting things to clean and, I guess, look at. David, hope you are well, David. We've got quite a few people on already, which is great news. This artifact, this coin, like, I'm only going to class it as a metallic disc at the moment because I haven't got a clue. We're just going to give the liquid a bit of a, this is the liquid we're going to use on this. We haven't got a clue what it is, guys. So we're just going to go ahead. I'll give it a shake. Let the active ingredients do their magic. A little bit like what we had on the Unearthed UK Facebook page earlier this afternoon, maybe about an hour or so ago. However, this is where the real magic is on YouTube. Even though our Facebook page is over twice as big as this channel, we get much more interaction off this YouTube channel. There seems to be more. I'm not sure if it's more detectorists or more people sort of understand what we're doing. So, right. So that I'm going to let that soak in. I'm just going to show you the artifact that we cleaned earlier. And what a fantastic job it did. It's going to come out. There we go. And I still, to this day, cannot work out what it is. Melanie Simpson earlier on the Facebook page said it could be a horse, but unless I'm missing something, I can't see. Is there a horse's head somewhere? Anyway, we'll come back to that a bit later, but I'm really pleased with that. This iron substance here is going to prove tricky to get off. I'm going to have to do some more work on that, but the rest of it's looking pretty damn cool. But we've also got to do that, the inside. But I'm really pleased with that Saxon stirrup mount, how it's come up. Well, Viking Saxon. So let's get back to the job in hand. Now, normally with these sort of things, I would leave that in there soaking for a few hours, but we haven't got that luxury here this evening. So we're going to fast track it over. So the liquid's on doing its business. We'll get a used pad. Hi, Tony. Good to see you, sir. What, 35 people watching? That's good. I'm just gonna dampen this pad off. You can reuse these sponges, by the way, and this has obviously been used for waxing and liquid. So I'm just going to give it a wash off. So I've got nothing on there that can cause any issues. Right, we'll just give it a bit of a soak. And ooh, Huey says that isn't looking as healthy as I thought. So at the moment, I'm still thinking possibly a button, possibly a token, possibly a jetting. It isn't in good condition. We know that because that stuff would have brought it up. So we're going to go the other side. Let that do its business. Let it soak in. And let me show you what else we're going to be doing this evening. This is another Viking artifact. That's a mythical beast, a stud. As you can see, that's its tail here. That's its neck, almost like the Loch Ness Monster. And that's got lovely gold gilding on it. And I'm going to see if I can bring a little bit of the mud off the back and front of that. That's just one of many coins and artifacts that we're going to be looking at this evening. I have to say I've got a soft spot for these YouTube lives because YouTube, and they won't be listening, so I'm not trying to blow smoke up their rear end, but the YouTube don't half look after us. I mean, they're brilliant people for looking after content creators. And I have to say, the street's ahead of the rest. I mean, Facebook really are lagging way behind. Right. We're going to use this. We'll just give it a bit of a brush. We'll take it out of the vise. John thinks it's a jeton. So look if we can just dry that liquid off. Ah, here we go. So there is detail. And it isn't a button, it's either a jeton, as John and Jim said, or a token. Me, personally, I'm going for token. I'm going for trade token. But that side is horrendous. The patina's been completely stripped off that. So we ain't going to be able to do a great deal with it, unfortunately. I found this down in Lincolnshire last year. And there is some initials on there. Does it look like does it look like an S in the middle? One side's okay, but the patina, that must have been lying on the surface when it was dropped. Heavy rains hit it maybe, took all the patina off. Then the sun might have come out afterwards and baked it, who knows. But this is the most protective side, and even that's pretty poor. Right, okay, we're not going to spend too much time messing with that. I mean, we have brought some detail up. But not as good as I thought, guys. Ooh. Oh, well. Can't have it always. So what we're going to do next is a wonderful artifact here that I found earlier this year on one of my favourite fields that's always produced stacks of medieval material. And if I said to you that we've probably had over 100 hammered coins off it, I wouldn't be exaggerating. Just by chance as well. There we go, she's in. Can you work out what that is, guys? Can you work out what's in the vise? Me says. If you are watching for the first time, guys, you can subscribe to this channel. It's free. I know I keep mentioning it, and it's probably annoying for the people that have already subscribed, but the only real way we can grow this channel is that politely ask people to subscribe to this channel, which is free. Doesn't cost anything, and you get a chance to see all the latest content that we create on here. Is anybody going to come in and tell me what you think it is? You could probably go by the shape of that. I'm just going to dab a little bit of the liquid on this side. There we go. Do your job, liquid. Now already, after putting the liquid on, it's only been on a few seconds. I can actually see, I think I can see some detail already coming up, which is good news. There's that token again, look. Jimbo's right. It is a coin weight in the vise. Looks like a bird in the middle of that, doesn't it? Anyway, coin weight from John Branner, and then Jimbo said coin, but you're both right, guys. It's a rather interesting one. I think it's a Nuremberg I mean, no, it's not a Nuremberg. It is a, oh, it'll come to me. It's a foreign one. It's a foreign coin with Antwerp, I think. Something like Antwerp. Now, let's have a look. That's lifting. That is lifting. I can see it coming off. Let's have a look on the sponge. You know, Tinker's hairs get everywhere. Bloody hell. Right. Now, I know Don Shepherd up in Scotland is really doing the business on some of his coins and artifacts. He's been doing it of an evening, and he's been doing a terrific job. So that needs some more of that. There we go, folks. We'll just bang it on. Let that soak in. That's going to be the hard one. This little Roman brooch that I found a number of years ago. And if you can see where the pin is here, I've already been trying over the years working away on this artifact. There, look. But it's really solid with an iron staining, encrusted with ancient debris stuck all over it. We're going to try our best to get that off. That's going to take some time, and we're not going to be able to do it over one live stream either, unfortunately. Right, so as you can see, it looks like somebody with a, is it a halberd weapon? Yeah, it's not in brilliant condition like some of them have had. My friend Rob from the Netherlands found one on Friday, and it's an absolute beauty. I think we might have to sort this in for a couple of hours. We'll give it a go. Hi, Tony. I'm going to just, no, it's not, it's soaking in the liquid, but we're not. Todd Stanton, what is the handmade piece of art that you're making from very small micro tubes or tools? What is the handmade piece of art? I know Rob very well, says Crazy Dutch. He's a hell of a nice fellow, Rob. Do we pronounce it Rob Weekins? Crazy Dutch. Rob Weekins? You'll say yes. Anyway, so the I'm just going to use this small sponge just to dab away the excess fluid, liquid. The problem is with this one, again, the patina's been stripped on it. Now there is, let's just have a look. There is detail coming through on that. It's not brilliant though, guys. No, that's pretty damn poor condition. Let's just see if we can. This is going to have to take. That's going to have to take some time and effort with this one. Ah, I know. Right, we're going to go back in the vise. Okay. We're going to go back in the vise. Copper and bronze liquid on here. We're going to use, if it's available, the small brush. And we're just going to work around. Now, this is where it gets interesting, folks. There is a layer of stubborn dirt stuck to this coin weight. I remember finding this. Some of you guys will remember on the YouTube, on this YouTube channel, way back in January of this year, I found this. And it was lying very close to a hammered coin and a medieval silver gold gilt ring. And it come up in quite nice condition, but when the oxygen got to it, it started drying out. This is not going to do any harm. This is a very soft brush. It's not hard bristles or anything like that. We're just going to work that liquid in to see if it'll remove any of that horrible, and it is horrible. Look at that coming off. So look at that. You can see that coming off now. Hideous brown Lincolnshire mud stuck to it. If you are watching for the first time, guys, press the subscribe button. It's free. Say hi if you're from anywhere in the world. It will be an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Yeah, this is a difficult, very, very, very difficult little coin weight to get any sense out of, in so much as it's quite... Ah, yes. You're going to see a difference now, guys. There you are. The brush did the magic. It removed the brush in the liquid. Can you see the figure where he's got the staff? That's his little legs. There's a little skirt there, holding two staffs, maybe. Excellent. Right, well, we'll take a gamble. Not a lot on there, is there? We'll take a gamble. We'll try the same method with that awesome brush. Give it a shake up. Let it soak in for a few seconds. Let me do its business. What I might do with this is soak it tonight overnight in the liquid. And when I can do that, it'll allow me to see if it'll lift any more of it. But I'm seeing that coming off. As I'm looking at this just off screen, guys, I can see that look at that coming off. It was really thick with it. So it's a liquid in the brush that's done the business. Mark Embley, evening. The brush has done some job on that, David says. He's right as well. Evening to you, Mark. We had a little bit of fun earlier on the Facebook page, but this is where the real magic happens, because we do take a lot of special attention, and we take it very seriously, the YouTube channel. And the reason why we do is because YouTube really look after us. There's a brilliant bunch of people. Iron, no, it's not iron, sir. It's a bronze copper alloy coin weight. It could have iron staining on it, though, quite easily, because it's an iron-enriched site where it came from. Farty Mud, great name. Greetings from Manitoba, Canada. Love your videos. That's very kind. Hell of a name you've got there, Mr. Mud. I'm not going to ask where you've got that name from. So as we can see, it is removing that. So we'll get the cloth. Where are we at? There we go. Yeah, it's still in poor condition, actually. Well, let's just have a little look if we can see anything. Oh, we can. We can see a circle now. Quite. Yeah. But can't you look at the purple colour? I've never seen an artifact with that sort of purple colouring before. Oh, it's a hand. It's a hand. You can see the hand there. Right, if I hold it there, I'll show you the fingers. Well, you probably better see it anyway. Yeah, it's a hand. It's an Antwerp. There's his fingers, look. Line, line, line. That's a hand there inside the circle. Yeah, it's a hand. Okay, well, that isn't a bad result. Compared to what we had originally, it was absolutely awful. And there we go, the business side. It's got the debt. Let's give that a wipe. See, inside these vices, you've got to be careful, because you're cleaning multiple artifacts with different liquids, different waxes, and it can get ingrained in the vice. So it's always best to get a little bit of tissue and get rid of that. There you go. And that's really, it was a hell of a lot of debris came off that tiny little artifact. Yeah, you can see the hand bob. Yeah, absolutely. First time for me watching on YouTube, says Mark. Well, do you know what? It's an absolute pleasure to have you on YouTube. We take this much more seriously than we do Facebook. There you are. Look at you can see the little person now. Can you see, guys? West Country Engines high. So do you know what? I'm pleased with that. I am absolutely over the moon, because there was nothing coming off that, was there, originally? And now I can see that standing figure holding what looks like to be some sort of, almost like what the Jettons have on, like an orb and a cross on one hand and a staff. Excellent. Really pleased with that. Oh, excellent, Tony. If you are on here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge, and you'll get to see all the content that we create in the next few years. I've been on here for what we've been on since 2012, but we only really sort of over the last 3 or 4 years took YouTube seriously. And like I said earlier, the YouTube really look after us as a content creator. They're a brilliant company. Now Googling coin weights. I'm going for Antwerp, John. Anyway, right. Brilliant result. Brilliant result. Now, this is going to be difficult, guys, so you're going to have to bear with me on this one. Gamble again. We're going to gamble. We're going to play a gamble in. This is a stud from the medieval period. Now, I suspect under the stud, if you can drop it in gently, yes, I can. Oh, can I? He says confidently. Under the stud, there could be some gold gilding and decoration. So on with the liquid. Let's hope that liquid does the job. And then we've got the, I don't know if we're going to be able to fit it in, but we've got the small job of this. A rather sorry looking Roman brooch, but it has got the pin still stuck in it, look. Still remaining, I should say. And it's in a horrible condition. Yeah, a gold angel or a ducat, yes. Interesting that, John. Right, here we go, straight in. See what we can reveal on this little, almost like a little heraldic stud. Most certainly from the medieval period. What it represents, I don't know. Could be broke off, could be full. Almost like a leaf design, possibly. Something to do with nature, maybe. Don Shepherd, I was just talking about you earlier, Don, how you enjoy your cleaning exploits, which is brilliant news. Don spends a lot of time and effort cleaning his artifacts with the same solutions as what I'm using this evening. Ah, yes, look at this. Guys, are you with me on it? There you go. Now, I did say at the start, didn't I, there could be, and I use the word could be, gold gilding on the underneath of this stud. And the reason why I thought that is because this top corner here was showing some signs of gold coming through. And look at that. What does it represent? I haven't got a clue. Is it broken off the bottom part? I don't know. It's definitely a stud. Definitely been gold gilded. So whoever made it put some time and effort into it. And that would have looked beautiful when it was on mounted into leather. But I don't know what it represents. I don't think it's a heraldic stud. Look at that. Gold gilding. And there's where the stud would have gone into leather at the back. That is another result. And like I said, this liquid is bloody awesome. Right, we're going to come out with the vice. Guys, I'm going to show you how we can really do some good work or start this procedure. This is going to take a number of weeks. And we obviously won't be live streaming for a number of weeks. I think YouTube would shut us down, wouldn't they? So we're just going to measure the T-bar of the Roman fibula. Just going to see if I can... Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's in. She's in. Now, lots of people have been asking me about these 360 vices. They're actually out of stock because they're extremely popular. However, they are due back in Monday afternoon. They're in customs as I speak. So let's just have another look at that coin weight. Look at that. It's come up really nice, hasn't it? What a job. What a job. Right. First things first on this. We're going to have to liquidize her. I'm sorry. I know I can hear you screaming, Brooch, but you're going to have it on. What are you putting on me? There we go. Now, we're not going to be able to do all of it as it's in this vise. We're going to have to turn it round at some point. But that there, only little drips. You know, this liquid will last years because you don't use a lot of it. There we go. What a good people on here this evening. And it is actually heartwarming to see so many people subscribing. It's lovely to see that. It's very difficult to get people to subscribe to a YouTube channel because they think they're going to get charged. You get charged if you're a member, but you get perks if you're a member. But if you just subscribe, it's free of charge, and you get to see all this awesome content. By the way, guys, as that's drying, the liquid, I'm just looking at that token we did earlier. It's gone like a goldy colour. Yellowy, goldy colour, look at that. Bizarre. Evening to you too, Tony. So that was nothing. That was as you seen it when it went in the vise, that was a blank. I even thought it was a button. Could have been a button or a token or a jet, I said. So that is a result because we've brought back some detail on that. That side, however, is all but gone. That side isn't. Anyway, thought I'd give you a bit of a blast on that, guys. So we've got that soaking into the brooch. As you can see, it's soaking in because it's going darker. So what we need to do is try our best just to remove with the brush this hideous, and it is, I'll class it as hideous looking brooch, right? Sorry looking brooch, full of horrible iron staining. And I remember where I found it, the field that I found it from, I found other Roman brooches, and every single brooch had, oh, hang on a minute. This has got decoration on it. There's little decorative lines on this edge. Don't know if you can see that. I can see it. Wow. So there we go. Straight away that liquid's worked. We're bringing back little lines of design on that. Unless it's my eyes. No, let's have a look. No, it's not my eyes. Let's have a look if it is my eyes. That could be my eyes. Hear me getting excited, guys. Oh, careful. 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 So it is a hideous brooch, but we're going to try to make it unhideous. Flying Fox says metal detectorists. You've got no idea what he means by that, or are you saying evening metal detectorist? I don't know. Either way, you are welcome. So it is actually, I'm thinking, oh, is it removing the staining? We're going to turn it round there. Apply some more of the liquid. There we go. There we go. Right. So this is a quick fix. Normally, if we weren't doing a live stream on this, that Roman brooch that we're looking at now would be soaking in this stuff, and I'd leave it overnight to lift off the debris. But we haven't got the time or the luxury to do that. So I will do it probably when this stream finishes, or probably, because we're not going to get everything off it. Metal detectorists, that's a rather interesting comment. Flying Fox, are you a metal detectorist yourself? That's what I want to know. Ah, there you go, look. Now the proof is going to be how much is coming off this. We'll use a brand new, if you are watching on YouTube, give us a like, press the like button. It just gives us a little bit more visibility. It sort of triggers the algorithm, if you will, and it makes us just a little bit more visible for people to come on board and enjoy. Nice dotted design under there. There's something going on, Jim. Yeah. I mean, my eyes are not as good as they used to be because I'm getting older now, but I thought there was something on there. Lines, dots, maybe. But again, it could be just plain. Who knows? Right. So the real raw metal detecting high, sir, we're going to use for the first time, rather new, a virgin sponge. This will tell us if it's lifting the... Oh, hang on a minute. Calm yourself down, Rushy lad. Knocking over everything now. Right. Now you can see all these little hairs. They're the fibre hairs off the brush. I keep blaming Tinker. I'm not blaming Tinker this time. Right, so we can see... Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. So you can see now that the liquid's done its business. Well, it's tried to remove as much as it can, and it has done a good job. Like I said, there's a heck of a lot of debris on this brooch because it's been in the ground nearly 2,000 years. Where do we find these items? On farmers' fields, sir, in the UK. Well, in England, sometimes in Scotland, but England mainly. So you can see how much has come off on that brush, on the pad, on the sponge applicator. Quite a lot. And already, right? Already this brooch is looking a bit more healthy than it was. I'll just move it around in the vise so you guys can see what I'm trying to achieve here. Yeah, I think Jim's right. Jim's got the eyes. There's dots on there. Can you see the dots? So it has got quite a lot of decoration on this brooch. And as I put that on, let's just move it over for you to see. There you go, look at that. Underneath all that, there is decoration, guys. That isn't my imagination. It's a wonderful liquid, honestly. I mean, I have to say this, guys. Right, I enjoy doing this. And I think if I didn't enjoy doing it, I probably wouldn't do these live streams. I just really think it's a therapeutic way of treating your artifacts and coins with a little bit of care and attention. Oh, hell. Melanie's toothbrush, look. Melanie's out. So, look at that. I'll put that back in the toothbrush holder. No, what? I'm only joking. Me guts would be spilt, wouldn't they? Ah, now then, come here, liquid. So I'm doing a fast track version of this. If you were doing it at home, you wouldn't be live streaming like me. You'd be soaking this brooch in a little dish and leaving it overnight. Just let that liquid do its job. I received a metal detector when I purchased my last car. How unusual. Liquid wise is our own liquid raw metal detecting what we sell here at Unearthed, and it's this copper and bronze. If you go on our website, Unearthed UK, if you just type in Unearthed UK into the web, you'll see our website. It's under coin cleaning equipment, or it's under the Field Master range. It's the best liquid I've used, and we've got gold and silver, and we have got other liquids coming very soon. Right, so that is now embedding, and I'm just going to see if I can remove some of that horrible iron staining that seems to have really got a hold of that brooch's T-bar. I was saying before, Jim, that there was ring and dot, and I still think there is on the other side, but I can't see any decoration on this side. It's one of those brooches that's getting me a little bit excited, and then it's dashing me hopes for decoration. I mean, for me, the Romans or the Romano-British went to all that time and effort to make this brooch with the pinning, as you can see the pins underneath. Why wouldn't you just put a little bit of decoration on it? Maybe it was just beyond the capabilities of that particular brooch maker. It wasn't needed because the card didn't fall apart. Well, okay, I get you. Right, so that there now is, where are we at? We're just, look at that lot coming off that. I mean, that's amazing how much that's lifted. That was just a sponge, a new sponge, and now it isn't very new. He says, knocking the light with his knuckles. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a therapeutic way of bringing artifacts back to life. And as we saw earlier in the week, that heraldic pendant was just blank, basically. You could see some sort of decoration in it. We brought it out. There was a red background, a silver beast. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I was blown away by the detail that brought out. I never knew that detail existed until I used these products on it. And I thought, well, there you are. Job done, Rush. So the brooch is already looking better. So what we're going to do now is take a look at her underbelly. Yeah, I just think sometimes I'm going to have to go back in time and time travel and give these expert artisan brooch makers a bit of a rollicking and say, listen, guys, you're doing all the hard work by making these brooches. Put a bit of decoration on. So us detectorists can swoon over it 2,000 years later. And I would probably get a swift whack with a Roman club. So we're just going to, that's the way, Rushy lad. The tray underneath this 360 device is going to have to come out, and I'm going to have to clean her tomorrow morning. Now, people say to me, God, your life must be boring because it's all metal detecting related and fishing and outdoor stuff. But do you know what? There's no better way. Better than drink, better than drugs, better than chasing loose women around. I love anything outdoors, and I love metal detecting, and I love fishing. So that's been my life for 40 odd years, 50 years almost, and it won't change. Right, that's soaking nicely. No, it's a just a little fibular brooch from the Romano-British period, and Roman's practical bunch. Maybe it's just a function before. Yeah, I think so. It would have had a coppery gold sheen to it, so it would have been a nice and attractive brooch. But you know, they haven't put that decoration on for me. Some of you might have just been listening to me moaning on Facebook earlier about these wonderful products that we find. Unearthed here, Unearthed UK, always seem to find the best products on the market for metal detectorists. We have done over the years, for many years, only to find that our competitors jump on board and try to sell it themselves, and they don't do any of the hard work. They leave it all for us to do the hard work and the plug-in, and then they come along and stock it themselves. So we're going to have to start speaking to the manufacturer of these products, and we'll have to get the message over to them that these guys are just freeloaders. Right, I'm going to now take a bit of a gamble, because I can see where that pin is on that foot. There we are. My name came from the sound of Muskeg keg refusing from releasing my Wellingtons. Yeah, I understand, mate. I used to dig bait often. My wellies have been stuck many times. Not so much mudlarking, but more digging bait. Well, and detecting actually in muddy fields. Yeah, it's coming off. I'm pleased with this. I thought this would have been a lot more stubborn. Oh God, look at that lot on the end of there. That's stubborn. So we're going to just liquidize that horrible bloody iron staining. It is a rather unattractive brooch. Good evening to you, Percy. Quick question for my our snap coil looks covered by warranty. Depends what sort of metal detector you've got. If it's a Garrett, it depends where the wind's blowing. If the machine's a relatively new one and your coil lugs have snapped, it depends how the wind is blowing with the particular company that you're dealing with. There you go. I will say no more than that. Christmas time, where people are full of cheer and goodwill, you could well find that you will get it sorted. If it was me and I sold Garrett machines, which we don't, but if I did, I would replace it under warranty for you. But some of these dealers now say, oh, it was user error, you've been rough with it, you know, all that kind of stuff. But they should honour it. If it's under warranty, they should honour it. Absolutely. You know, Minelab do. So there you go. Look at that. Right. Spongy time. Small sponge, where are you? There you go. We're just going to see if we can suck it in at that bloody gap there. Yeah. See, this brooch really does need a lot of attention, but we are lifting a lot of the horrible... The question is, have you guys got any horrible Roman brooches at home that need attention? If so, you want to be watching this with great interest, because this is exactly how you bring them back to life without damaging anything. Now look at the state of my sponge. Look at that. Where are we at? It's literally lifted all that liquid out, and it's full of stain. And a beautiful trumpet brooch I found. Was it the one where, oh, let me think, Jim. Is it the one, the big one that came out when I was stood by you on the pasture, on that field with the humps and bumps where Kev found his Bronze Age awl? I'd love to go back to that farm, you know. I still think there's hidden stuff on there. Right. I'm pretty pleased with that compared to what it was like. Let's just see if I can give her a wash. I'll put that on there for you to have a look at, what we cleaned earlier on Facebook. What a job. Amazing. And in the background, I am... John's put L. Not sure what that means, John. It is Tony, yes. I'm really pleased how that Saxon stirrup mount's turned out. I'm overjoyed with the design. Yeah, lumps and bumps on the land. Yeah, I remember it. There you go. It has, what would you say, 20% better? My Garrett Vortex won in their launch competition 1 year old. One lug looks black, clean break. The other lug looks like, yeah, just ring up Regton and say, listen, this is broke. Repair it, please. See what they say. They should not repair it, exchange it. And they should honour it, mate. Just explain to them that you won it through Garrett. And then you'll be all right. So I'm actually, right, I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to soak that now. I'm going to put a Viking artifact in now, guys. Viking. Hands up who likes the Viking stuff. Can you work out what it is? So that's the neck of the beast. Oh, hang on. That's the neck of the beast and the head here. That's the neck. This is the body, legs, tail, hind leg, and it's sort of looking over its back, if you will. There, can you see? Now, something tells me that this has got a lot of gold gilding hiding. So again, we're going to use the wonderful Unearthed liquid. We're just going to use the bronze and copper liquid on this, just to soak in. I remember finding this, it was just getting dark. I was just literally thinking about packing up. It was just as the sun was dipping down on a really cold December Saturday. Mud up to my eyeballs I was. And this popped out on a field that I'd found Saxon gold and Roman gold on. Right, so that's going to be soaking. So let me just see. Toon Tony, it's our, if you go on our website, on the Unearthed website, and look under Fieldmaster range or coin cleaning products, you'll see the liquid, bronze and copper liquid. That's what I'm using on the artifacts at the moment with great success. We've got Irish stocks, zoomorphic horse bridle part. That's right, it's which one you mean? This one is the stirrup mount. The one that's in the vise now is a Viking stud. It would have been a leather stud. Jim loves the Viking area. Yes, I do as well. Don't find a lot of it though. Don't really find much of it. What we're going to do with this, again, the very, very soft brush, just working that patina liquid in. Yeah, that's got debris coming out of it already. What a lovely, lovely little mythical beast. I don't even think there's anything broke off this. The plough hasn't touched it. That foot there's full. Nothing broke off the back or the neck or the top. She is as full as the day. She's as full as the day. A bit more liquid on there. She's as full as the day she was made. Next up, we're going to just see, this is fast tracking again, guys. I would normally soak this overnight, but because we can't do it on a live stream, I suppose I could soak it overnight and do a live stream the next day and bring them out, couldn't I? But because time is of an essence, and if you are watching for the first time, guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, just subscribe to it. It's free of charge, and you'll see lots more ancient artifacts and coins being cleaned. I have literally got thousands of coins to be cleaned under this method. Some lovely ones as well. Looks like a dinosaur in battle. 2 dinosaurs in battle. Yeah, it probably does. What we're going to use now, right, we're just going to dab this off. I can see that's made a massive difference already. Can you guys see where the liquid's got rid of the staining and reveal gold gilding? So that was gold gilded. That would have looked pure gold in its day. Yeah. Beautiful. This will come up really nice when I take it out of the vise. So what we're doing with the sponge is that we use these as wax applicators normally, but it's also good for getting off the liquid. And it's also, yeah, she's got gold gilding on her. Beautiful. Beautiful. The thing is, you find them, right? You find these artifacts and you're searching all the time for them, and you're out in the fields and you're getting mud up and you're investing a lot of time and effort into detecting, right? And then you find them and you clean them again. It's almost like you're finding a new find because you're just bringing them back to life. And it's, you know, we all should, and me included, by the way. You can see where it's been in leather there. Look, 1 hook, 2 there, which is broke, another one there. And what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm the, you know, I used to be the world's worst. I used to find these artifacts, give them a quick little bit of attention, clean them as best I could, and then just leave them in my box and you know, get them out every couple of days or a couple of weeks to see them. But a lot of them needed attention when I was younger. In my 20s, I was like pretty, you know, next, right, I found a hammered coin. Where's my next one coming from? Just relax and look after them. It's a lovely piece, it is. Max Gaming's, it's not a buckle, it's a stud, sir. It's a Viking stud, gold gilded. So the underbelly of the beast is looking pretty good. So she's coming out. As usual, waiting. I'm going to show you that again. I can't work out what's on that, guys. A lady called Melanie Simpson earlier said she could see a horse. One can find plenty of trophies on the beach if you look carefully. Well, good luck. I hope you do, Irish stock. I hope you do find plenty on the beach. Right. Do you know what? You can't see this yet because I'm still cleaning it. Well, that's good, Tony, because you've got you guys. Usually, it's a howling wolf in the inside, if you will. I can't see what's on that. I keep looking and seeing different things. Right, get ready for this. You're going to say, oh yeah, that's good. So look at the gold gilding coming through. What do you think? Pretty good. So it's a Viking stud of a mythical beast and the wonderful gold gilding that still remains after all those centuries. So you're talking what, 9th century, 10th century? Here's the thing, who was the person that lost it? Where is she now? Where is he now? Buried for centuries, lost. Has she got any ancestors still living here? And she still needs attention on that backside. But you can see where it's been mounted, look. Well, it does. The thing is with metal detecting, it's like no other hobby because it's the nearest thing to time travel. The last person that held this was over 1,000 years ago. And there we have it, folks. We've got two Viking and a Saxon artifact together. The great enemies. Don't get any better than that, does it, guys? Eh? We've done great today. And do you know what? I've done it with your help because you've all watched. You've all been alongside me when I've done it. You've probably felt me pain a few times because some of the artifacts, including that Jeten type token, really didn't give us the desired. It didn't give us the desired results that we wanted. Although it went from a blank piece of copper to that, so it's not too bad. And lastly, you'll be glad to know, because I know you wonderful people have probably got lots of things to do. I've got one more job. And before I go, I'll show you. Some of you will already be familiar with this find because we cleaned it in the week. And she's back, look. She's back, the Roman brooch with all the colouring. I'll be really careful with this because these, as you can see, the plough has damaged one lug, two lugs, three lugs, one at 10 o'clock, one at 1 o'clock, one at 4 o'clock damaged. The others have got traces of red enamel. So there's red enamel here, red enamel there, and yellow and red at the top, blue and white in the middle. Now, what we need to do with this now, because she's quite dry, is we need to apply, well, now then, what am I going to do it with? I know. We're going to be using this, the green wax, right? But I'm actually going to get, the old knees. I'm old now. Hell, I'm getting old. My knees have had more hammer. Right. Oh, by the way, that little stud with the gold gilding on, look at that now. Absolutely. Well, hey, it's been a cracking evening, hasn't it? So now we're going to go green wax, patina wax, just a little bit on. Not a lot. Because she's looking quite dry. Yeah, the wax now is going to soak in overnight, and then I'm going to apply another. I'm going to apply another layer of wax in the morning, but I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm going to leave it dry in, so it'll have that horrible shiny look first, and then tomorrow, once it's dried in, apply another one. I'll leave it overnight, and on the next live, which will be next week. There you go. It's already brought that enamel out a bit better. Ooh, we're going to go in. Watch those colours pop. I agree. So from Newcastle, Tony, I used to spend a lot of time in Newcastle. I used to work out of Newcastle one time over, Pilgrim Street. There is red enamel, red and yellow, red and the blue and white. As you can see in the bottom of the 360 coin vise, there's a lot of liquid at the bottom of there, so that's going to have to be cleaned out. So we've done a good job, haven't we? We've done a real, and that's now, this brooch is now sealed. Taxi driver, city centre. I love, I have to say, I do love Newcastle. It's a wonderful place. Spent a lot of my youth working out of commercial, is it commercial house, commercial building? But yeah, I can hardly remember. Teresa, that is a Roman brooch. A very elaborate Roman brooch. Do you know what the horrible thing is, guys? And you're going to go, oh, what a shame. I can't remember which field I found it on now. I know which county I found it, but I can't remember exactly the day when I found it. And that makes me feel a bit sad, because over the years, you know, I've not, you find that much material, if you don't log it down in a diary, you forget. And I actually forgot the day I found it. I remember which county I found it, but I can't remember the day. It might come to me. Oh, she's beautiful. Isn't it a shame the lugs are broken, though? The plough has destroyed it. Done its best to destroy it. So whichever Roman had it would have been pretty sore losing it, I should imagine. It would have been, I think it's a woman's brooch. Anyway, there you go. Moseley Street was the first street in the world to have electric street lights. Oh, that's interesting. I used to go to the Groat, is it the Groat Market? Groat Market, Tony. That was a lively place of an evening, on the drink, on the beer. But yeah, wonderful people, the Geordies, very friendly. Yeah, still going. Yeah. I used to love it. Right, guys, listen. You've all been absolutely amazing, because you've been with me through this journey of cleaning these artifacts now for the last couple of weeks, and we've had a few ups, and we've had a lot more ups and downs. The main down is this. We're gonna have to really give that some attention. We got quite a lot of it off, but yeah, she's going to take some common thing common thing. But when the place an artifact was found is forgot, so does a good chunk of its history. No, I agree. It'll come to me. It'll definitely come to me where I found it, but I just can't remember the farm and the day. And that's probably because it was probably a good 20 odd year ago, 30, maybe even 30 years ago, I guess. No, maybe not that long. But you're right. Absolutely right. Most of the artifacts, not all, I mean, listen to this. I found over 1,000 hammered coins now, but I used to remember every single place I found a hammered coin, every single one, which is quite amazing, really. But like everything in life, as you get older, your brain power disappears a little bit, doesn't it? I hate getting old, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but it's overrated. And if there is anything, no, I don't. I do them very randomly, Tony. I usually find if I put, if I put a play out there, say, oh, I'm going to be live on Facebook or YouTube in, the next few hours, we get very little response. If you go random, people automatically pick it up. I'd love to do it at the same time every week, and we might just do that. We might go for a Sunday evening like we used to. But it's pretty random at the moment. But we had as many as we nearly had 200 people watching earlier. You'll probably get about 5,000, 6,000 views over time. There is a little coin where that was a success. Yeah, keep an eye out. Just subscribe to the channel, guys, and you'll see you'll see when we're on. And there's some that we cleaned earlier, look. Can you see? We've already done a really good job on them, and tons more to come. Right, guys, listen, we've been on long enough. I've been on an hour, which is a long time. Thanks for your company. And I will be, Rome wasn't built in the day. It takes time cleaning them, Don. You're right. Absolutely 100% right. And I'm going to come back to some of these artifacts and give them a good clean. But we'll be back with you guys later in the week. Have a brilliant weekend. Hope to see you all soon. Bye for now.